Hey friends, I hope you're all doing well amidst this social distancing and quarantining and isolation and homeschooling and crazy season that we find ourselves in. I know it's been a while since I've done anything, and um, things have been good here, but a little crazy. My 3-year-old has stopped napping. My baby really doesn't like to take naps unless he's held all of a sudden. And it's just busy homeschooling kids. And I've kind of felt like so many churches, so many speakers, so many Christians are putting content out there right now that you probably didn't really need one more thing to watch. But I've had a few of you reach out. So if you have time, if you want to watch it, great. If not, that's okay too. I'm not going to be offended. So I'll just share a few things with you today. Hopefully I can get this all in before my kids wake up, or my baby wakes up, or my kids need me. So that way you guys at least have something to think about and mull over in your time at home. And as I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you today, we've talked about that marriage is kind of the pathway to holiness, and that it really reveals what's going on in our hearts. It's a tool that God uses to refine us and to make us more Christ-like. And, we talked about that God needs to be sitting at the head seat of your heart, that's his spot at the table. And so today I want to talk to you a little bit about the table itself. We talked about where people should be sitting, that God should be at the head, that your husband's beside him, then your kids and other responsibilities and interests come after that. But when it comes to the table itself, if you think about your heart as a table, I know at our house we have 4 kids, some cats and a dog. And life is just generally busy. And so from one meal to the next, I'm not always good about wiping down the table. I'm sorry if that grosses you out, but that's just not one of my priorities in life right now. And so it's pretty common that we'll eat a meal, we'll get all the dishes to the sink, and then I won't ever remember to go back and wipe the table off until the next meal. And so then we'll get ready to come sit down again, and I'm like, oh, gross, look at all these crumbs. Okay, hold on, don't put your plates down. Let me clean that spot off. And then there's other times where things are so crazy that I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all these crumbs. Just set your plate down. Don't worry about it. They're your crumbs from yesterday, so it can't be that bad, right? And so the table can kind of get a little scummy, a little messy, a little crummy at times. And our hearts can be the same way, even though, our goal is to be loving and open and vulnerable with God and with our husbands and with our kids. Life just happens and things get messy, and there's just situations that need taken care of. There's pain and hurts that need dealt with. And if you're not careful, the table of your heart can turn into kind of a crummy mess. And if you let things sit too long, they can create stains or cracks in the table. And so, having said that, today I guess I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on at the table of your heart.